how slavery started. You was given power, energy, everything, everything inside of you. Never ever allow someone to dictate or direct your movements or your locations. This is basically you doing a U-turn when traffic is going this way. You trying to come back this way. You're gonna create a whole lot of boundaries, a whole lot of limits, a whole lot of blockages. So you got to be basically very aware and very keen on where you're putting your mind at. Because if you're not comfortable with something, you should not stay with it. You should not stick with it. Which means that if it's burdening you, if it's making you sad and depressed, and of course if it's putting you into situations of you basically wanting to basically take matters in your own hand, and that shouldn't be a space or area to basically revolve in. You shouldn't even be comfortable in that area. You should already detach yourself from that area, that environment. This way your ass won't basically be secluded, of course, and up into that situation. So it's always good to basically separate from things that no longer serves you and of course stop paying attention towards shit. Because of course, when you're paying attention to something, it's growing. And remember, if you don't want it to grow in your favor, you shouldn't basically water it down, basically plant those seeds. Because your eyes is the keys to the soul. And of course, when something gets reciprocated or opened into that area, then of course, these things start to become a goddamn motherfucking big yarn. Where you got bugs, you got mosquitoes, you got snakes, worms, and of course you got all kind of things that's basically growing in your backyard. And of course, remember, you want to keep your backyard clean, clear, crystal clean, clear. And of course, it's always going to be bugs, but of course, the bug situation or scenario should never ever basically get out of play. That means you're not cleansing, and of course, you're paying attention towards some dark shit. And of course, when this dark shit eats you up, this dark shit that basically come around, put its venom in it, or this venom around, and of course, you start to reciprocate it. You start to eat that shit, and of course, you start to get sick because your environment is not healthy, which means that what you're paying attention to is what you're bringing into your area, like your space, your location. And of course, if you're locating and directing your energy towards shit that's no longer serving you, then of course, what's going to happen to your body? Your body is going to basically manifest that out, feel me? Your body's going to weaken. Everything is going to weaken, feel me? And just by you having a weak ass mentality, it wears and tears on your body. Feel me? So you have to be very cautious and very careful of where you're directing your energy towards to and where you're developing and of course building in certain areas or certain bonds. You gotta make sure you pick the right space, the right area, the right arena, and of course the right building for you to basically be comfortable and equipped with. Because of course if you equip with the wrong shit, then of course it's gonna be basically more shit for you to have to do. And you don't have to basically go to the extremes doing other things if you would just basically be in a comfortable environment, of course controlling and of course taking transformation or matters into your own hand and basically get certain shit up out of your arena. You know what I mean? You gotta keep your arena cleared and safe. And if it's not clear, then of course you got a problem in your hands that you